Okay, so if you've ever had to manage physical servers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're the workhorses, for sure, but they're also these heavy anchors, tying your whole operation down to aging, clunky hardware. But what if you could just, teleport that entire server, the OS, the apps, everything, into a sleek, modern, virtual environment? Well, today we're going to break down the exact tool that does just that.
Just picture it for a second. That humming rack of machines sitting in the corner, that's not just hardware. That's a whole concentration of risk. It's totally dependent on specific parts that, let's be honest, are going to fail eventually. And the maintenance, it's a constant headache. Don't even get me started on migrating to new hardware. That feels like planning a super high-stakes open-heart surgery on your entire business. And all these problems just feed into each other. Since you're chained to that old hardware, you can't really scale up when you need to. But because moving everything is so risky and complicated, you're stuck paying these sky-high maintenance costs just to keep the old equipment chugging along. It's this vicious cycle that completely traps your IT budget and, honestly, your ability to innovate.
But there is a way to break out of that cycle, and it comes in the form of this brilliant, and get this, free tool called VMware vCenter Converter. This is basically the key that unlocks your entire infrastructure from the prison of the physical world.
Really, the best way to think about this thing is like a digital teleporter. I'm not kidding. It doesn't just copy your files over. Nope, it teleports the entire system. We're talking the operating system, all your applications, every little configuration and setting. The whole shebang gets beamed from that physical box into one neat, portable virtual package. So to get a little more official for a second, what we're talking about is vCenter Converter Standalone. It's a free utility straight from VMware, and its one and only job is to automate and totally simplify the headache of taking a physical machine and turning it into a virtual one. It's literally designed to make this whole virtualization thing easy. And this slide? This is the transformation in a nutshell. I mean, look at this. You go from being completely anchored to one specific piece of hardware to having a server that is totally portable and independent. You shift from this complex one-by-one machine management to essentially managed, flexible, and way more efficient virtual setup. It's a game changer. All right, so what can this digital teleporter actually do? Let's pop the hood and take a look inside the toolkit, because the features in here are what make it so incredibly powerful for anyone in IT.
So this toolkit is seriously versatile. The main event, of course, is PDV, or physical to virtual. That's your escape route from old hardware. But it can also do V2V, or virtual to virtual, which is awesome if you need to move between different virtual platforms. Plus, it gives you options on how you do it, either live or offline, and we'll dig into that in a sec. It supports both Windows and Linux, and maybe best of all, you can manage all these conversion jobs right from one single centralized console.
Okay, this part is really crucial. How you actually do the migration. You've got two main choices. Hot cloning means you convert a server while it's still up and running. This is amazing for active systems where you absolutely have to minimize disruption. Then you've got cold cloning, where you power the machine down first. This is perfect for planned maintenance windows because it guarantees 100% data consistency during the move. Now, you're probably thinking a process this powerful has got to be super complicated, right? Actually, that's the beauty of vCenter Converter. It boils the whole thing down to a simple, wizard-driven process. Let's just walk through the four main steps right now. It really is this straightforward. Step 1, you install the software. Easy enough. Step 2, you launch the wizard and basically just point it at the machine you want to copy, and then tell it where you want the new virtual version to go. Step 3, you tweak a few settings, like which hard drives to copy. And finally, you just hit execute and let the tool do all the heavy lifting. It just clones the system for you. So after all that, what's the ultimate payoff? What do you really get? Well, this tool becomes the perfect bridge, seamlessly connecting that old world of physical IT with the new, flexible world of virtual infrastructure. The source material just puts it perfectly here. The tool bridges the gap between physical and virtual worlds. That's the key. It's the essential link that makes those huge projects, like consolidating a bunch of servers or even migrating to the cloud, actually practical. It turns the whole idea of virtualization from a theory into something you can actually do, easily.
So here's the bottom line, the most crucial point of all this. vCenter Converter gives you freedom. That's what it is. It unchains your most critical systems from hardware that's just going to die anyway, and it gives you true portability. Your servers are no longer tied down to a physical room or a specific box. You, my friend, gain ultimate control over your own infrastructure.
And that leads to the final and maybe most important question. Once you're not constantly fighting with old hardware anymore, once your entire infrastructure is truly portable, what are you going to build next?